We're at 33 Oldham Street. If you're in the building, make some noise! We're here. This is the co-main event of the day, and it's one I'm really looking forward to. On the right-hand side, making another appearance on Undisclosed, make some noise for Mr. Tongue Twister!
And on the left-hand side, the Academy 20 champion, 23 Division 2 champion, make some noise for Grazza!
Shout Mr. Tongue Twister Apparel.
3-round battle, signing off camera. I'm with Grazza, let's go.
Yo, either Chris Taylor's a big saver, or Chris Taylor's a piss taker. Because you look like you live off crisps, quavers and shit flavours. Every event you rock up looking like you've been through it. I heard you tell Dave the merch guy your shirt size is G-Unit. You need to be careful at events, bro. You never know who's listening. I once overheard Scoop give you a bag of old clothes as he told you they were too big for it. Now, normally jumping from a 10-storey building isn't something I'd advise to do. But if you gave it a go in those clothes, I think terminal velocity just wouldn't apply to you. See, Chris don't believe in showers. So he's got to let it breathe. These ain't tracky bottoms, babe. They're polyester jeans. Can't put his phone in his pocket on a hot day or the battery could melt. You are the only guy I've ever known to wear trackies with a belt. Can't admit his fashion sense is as outdated his career. Quit rapping and let the thing move on. So he'll keep rapping in new eras and never be relevant in a single one. Never be relevant in a single one. Because you put buying outdated brands over paying to see your kids. I don't think you see the bar, G. Your choices are quite poor. This deadbeat dad don't even pay for halfie. Rather Air Jordan over child support like Dwight York. Yeah. See, it's 2025 and you're still rapping about fucking minges and wearing 4XLs. Bro, you need to finish it. Made a persona wearing clothes 2 sizes big for him. And we're still hoping he'll grow into it. Yeah. So I can't wait to hear you tell me how much you hate me for it, because my friend is queer. I don't know how to explain it, but you got the... He's gay, leave him alone. I can't wait to hear how much you hate me for it, because my friend is queer. I don't know how to explain it, but you've got the aura of a sky engineer. So for the next 20 minutes it's on, just me and bitch tits. This about to be like spilling literally any liquid around my dog, because these are big licks. See, I had a good run until that ScoMo battle, and this year I'm planning on having me another. So you lot might think I'm letting him drag my name through the mud, but I'm just planting seeds for summer.
Yes.
So dissing my clothes is something that I might not do. They're baggy on me, but they'd be tight on you. And you think I'm going to take some sort of fashion advice in hip-hop, not from this fat cunt who turned up in Crocs. Piss off.
Wait. Sport mode, brother.
Why is it, when this knobhead is battling, he just shouts and pauses? It's not really rapping. It's got us all thinking, what has just happened? You're basically just ScoMo with a Nottingham accent.
It's too far.
Because listening to him and the shit that he's spoken, it's like getting a knock at the door. And it is the postman. And the thing that he's holding... I said, listening to him and the shit that he's spoken, it's like getting a knock at the door. And it is the postman. And the thing that he's holding, Looks like he's kicked it and thrown it, been ripping it open, because you're missing emotion and your delivery's broken. But let me quickly just quote him, because that bar you said about Christ the Redeemer was tight, bro. I got arms over the city. This geezer's a psycho. He says he's selling them guns, even to 5-0. I believe it's a lie though. Stone face, acting rock hard, but you haven't got arms like the Venus de Milo. And I know he breaks the rules like a renegade cop, biting from other battles to see whatever they got whenever they drop. You're just a watered down O'Shea. Forget it, mate, stop. Don't get in a strop. Life gave you lemons and you made a lager with a lemonade top. Yeah. What? You've been sucking O'Shea's dick. And now we know about it, bro. You've been doing it for years. That's just how it goes. We've been saying Stephen Graham since his adolescence. That's 1,000 blows. But what about that quote? Roman gypsy blood in my veins, so I felt the cold hand of racism. Bro's been at risk. Just hopes to exist. Now, the only time you've seen racism or know what it is when you said to a black man, the only thing bigger than your nose is your lips. This bloke is a bitch. And we can see your level of intelligence is very, very poor if you told more than one Down syndrome joke in 2024. Because you've been a total shambles on both the channels, and I won't stand for it like broken ankles. You need help from the powers above, like solar panels. I'ma expose the scandals like Tola sandals. You're one-dimensional, but then I look at you and I see explosive angles like Roman candles. And I would say that I'm toe tagging you and you know that it's true, but you're so deluded you don't have a clue. Every battle that this bloke has to do, I hope that you lose, because your known attributes are low-hanging fruits. Yeah. Time. Yeah.
Yo, flipping that shit about the clothes in his first angle is something I ought to do. Mike, your clothes would be tight on me because you're fucking 4'2". Yes. You ain't ever gonna win me. I wasn't sucking O'Shea's dick. It was Kingsley's. Oh, you want to do? You want to do impressions, do we?
Get out the seat. Get it up. Show him.
Big shout out to Mrs. Grazza for making this for me. All right. Oh, Good afternoon, Academy 2025. I'm DC Taylor, aka Mr. Tongue Twister, and welcome to the 4th module of your training, where you'll learn the skill set you need to infiltrate UK battle rap as an undercover agent. Now, please ensure you've been provided with a lesson briefing and the documents within. Attached are also notes from Detective Crane's NTTC reverse psychology training, otherwise known as the Never Talk to Coppers initiative. Now, it's a fact that 90% of your believability as a battle rapper rests solely on the size of the hat that you brandish with you. That's why moving forward, all agents will be provided with a police-grade Mr. Tongue Twister snapback, a standard issue. Now, I have some updates from our agents on the ground I'd like to send round the room. Firstly, Officer Troubz has been placed on extended leave after having his Officer Troubz has been placed on... I'd like to send round the room. Firstly, Officer Troubz has been placed on extended leave after having his cover blown at a traffic stop, and a unanimous tip-off led to the seizure of a don't flop shipment carrying all battles under 10,000 views. And for some reason, Kojay's entire whole back catalogue. Now, there's a few things you're going to want to figure out from your tryout, mainly your USP. Not to be mistaken with a don't flop tryout, who may need a USB. So if you want to follow in my footsteps and be a breakthrough too, you need to find something that really makes you you. Question, what's the best way to stand out in battle rap? Please someone yell.
Yell.
Incorrect. The best way to stand out in battle rap is to steal your whole style and personality complete from someone else. Now, there's a few ways we can... Fucking hell, this is dying, isn't it?
backwards. Yeah, there you go.
I can feel the energy now.
Where was I?
Stand out.
To steal your stuff complete from someone else. So if you want to be like me and be a breakthrough too, you need to find something that really makes you you. Now there's a few different routes we could go, but let's start slow and keep it basic. You could be a white battler that only battles other white battlers, but somehow has 2 minutes of material over every round about his opponent being racist. You could cry online that nobody takes you seriously and take positive criticism. And take positive criticism as just another attack. Or you could be one of those guys with those special trousers that get suddenly slack every time they spit a mid-URL punchline, so they have to hold them up at the back. The choice is yours. Show no restraint. Bonus points if you use words that nobody knows, like fucking Novocaine. I hope you learned something today. And you got it figured out. Now I'm going to end my demonstration with a 2-minute example on how not to win a round.
Can I have that hat? Okay. You see, Grazza loves to do his struggle bars. Like, what you know about your mum tucking you in bed and giving you a hot water bottle? Hold on. You were tucked in bed and you got hot water bottles? What god-awful morals? Said, nah, I am so poor, I don't know what my first language is. So poor, as a kid, all I had to eat was dirt sandwiches. I mean, literally bits of earth crammed it in. They were bad as shit. And instead of bread, more dirt, that was it. See, my life is a struggle. Me and my mother didn't cuddle. I wanted those. I said, my life is a struggle. Me and my mother didn't cuddle. I wanted those. To wash my clothes, I'd roll around in a puddle. And I assume you all know his slogan, yeah? Who do you think you're rapping with? I'm so fire I put cold water in my pot noodle and battle it. Yeah. Oh, wait, so hold on. So, to heat it up, you talk to, well, not really talk, you know, dude's more brutal. I've never seen anyone who's more frugal waiting 45 minutes for some lukewarm noodles. And if you use your Google, you'll see he has a new concept. Wrapped to a pot, and it is not actually hot yet. The only man who has lost a battling contest to an inanimate object. So you've been doing that lyrical kung fu to someone that can't physically punch you because it's literally just food. Imagine you've seen Grazza and Dean when you walk into your lunchroom losing a 2-on-2 to chicken and mushroom. Yeah. I said, yeah. I'm talking spicy, and it's not watered down. He couldn't pay his bills, nearly got ordered out. They turned off the heating without a what or a how, but get it through your noodle, you're in hot water now. Yeah. Your slogan is shit. And I ain't telling a lie. And how many times you said it, like 7 or 9? Well, how come you can't remember the line and you're forgetting the line like hot water, cold water, like 75% of the time? And has anyone ever noticed when he goes, has anyone ever noticed when he goes, but kept flowing his next poem? I know you think that your pot noodle thing is your best slogan, but really it's when choking, then going, like Seth Rogen. And you want to know how I know that he's a cunt? Because the highest viewed battle that him and Dean have done is a 2-on-2 versus a penis pump. Time!
You look like a man that knows his way around a cook chair. Type of guy to bring you juice after and pay you for your bus fare. Told your old lady I appreciate the hospitality, but that really ain't my world. But if she wants, she can come with me and be with me and my girl. All she's got to do is take off that cardigan and give him another reason to hate me. Game changer. She went from top down to the third person like GTA 3. They say controversy sells, so I move further away from the bank so I can laugh longer while I'm driving to it. I'll break into your gaff just for a wank and swap your bong water for lighter fluid. Yeah, I heard your mum's kind of loose. At best, I bet that she's a trollop. I heard you got a vein on your neck that connects directly to a bollock. There's something different about you, Chris. There's nothing to be ashamed about. There's others that are like you. Because Twister's in Paris. And you went bald so hard, motherfuckers trying to find you. Trying to find you.
Hat on again?
Yeah.
There it is.
I don't want you to think the significance of today is lost on me. It's an honour that your induction gets to be with me. So can all my fellow bull battlers please welcome Mr. Tongue Twister to the Bull Battlers Club? Otherwise known as the BBCs. Because while all the other old heads left don't flop for better things, you stayed there to perform with your dead bars. Till you got so old and worn you turned into Professor Quirrell hiding Lord Voldemort in a headscarf. So you might have thought losing to that battle with you, Nan, was a fumble, but it's not. Because if Jen put it on you to your face, then you crumble on the spot. Fuck, Chris. I've been waiting to do this so long, I've been running out of your patience. Got the call and run down Twister in a 4x4, I'm storm chasing. Your entire fucking face is honestly fucked. It's fucking... It's wild as fuck. Your forehead looks like it has to make a concerted effort to hold your eyebrows up. Yo, fuck Tongue Twister. Who do you think you're rapping with? I'm so fire I put cold water in my pot noodle and battle it.
I said you look like Enigma, but motherfucker, you're heavy. You look just like George Kelly, but with more belly. Because like him, you don't have any taste in your tats. If I said it, I meant it, and I'm never taking it back. But you should have thick skin and separated from that, because you're an enigma, wrapped in several layers of fact. So you've got some cheap tattoos. They're fucking shite. If you can't see it, you're colourblind. And the ones on your back are fading. That must be why they say Grazza's greener on the other side. But wait, what does that one say? Stay positive? Yeah, Grazza's a mad Buddhist. What does that one say? 94? Oh, did a talented man do this? Oh, what does that one say? Oh, actually that's newish. It says, I have a friend who's an amateur tattooist. See, he's even got a tiger on the back of his head, which is weird, because when he puts his head back, it isn't clear, because his neck fat gets stacked and said tat disappears. And that is why he's a liar. This guy's not a fighter, because I can't see the eye of the tiger. You look like a morbid Aaron Carter if he toured with Travis Barker, or you have a barber. I said, you look like a morbid Aaron Carter if he toured with Travis Barker, or you have a barber who only brought a magic marker. You look like you could sort more than marijuana, and you'd be more approachable if you wore a balaclava. TBF, you do look well dressed for someone who sells meth. Look, you've got a hell of a bad temper, but with a feminine hand gesture, it definitely adds pressure and affects it like Mandela, because you're the heaviest fat heifer with the most terrible tats ever, looking like a transgender lesbian Mexican gang member. Like a lesbian gang member. Transgender lesbian Mexican gang member. And it's pretty obvious that Grazza's lost respect. Grazza's lost his edge. No one gave him his flowers, so he got one tatted on his head. Yeah, if you haven't got respect, that is what you get. What, you think that this guy's good? You thinking that I'm shook? Even if I stood at 5 foot, I'd still give him a right hook. You've done fuck all battles recently, and that isn't a nice look. There's more ink on your body than there is in your rhyme book. Alright, look, you want a man for the job? I'm getting it done. Ending his run before it ever begun. You won't come close to resembling one, so that goat's a reminder of what you'll never become. Time. Yeah.